Power Hour. It is 8 minutes after the hour, wherever you're sitting, and we are so thrilled to have Gerald Celente joining us today. This is his first time appearing on the Power Hour, and we hope it will not be the last. He is a trends forecaster, publisher of the TrendsJournal, founder of the TrendsResearchInstitute, and he is located in Kingston, New York. He is founder, director, and publishes the TrendsJournal, and I am just so thrilled to have him join us today. Everybody knows his name, knows what he's all about, and that's why I'm so thrilled. I don't want to waste any time. Thank you so much, Gerald, for joining us in the Power Hour today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me, Joyce.
Man, I just cannot believe what happened with gold and silver yesterday, and I'm sure you are probably in Trends Research, and I do hope you will all visit TrendsResearch.com dealing with this issue because everybody's kind of in a state of surprise. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, part of the subscription is we do trends in the news every day. Mm-hmm. So this came as no surprise to the subscribers of the TrendsJournal. I started seeing the information coming out and really believed that there was going to be a heavy downdraft, and I said so. It began really when about a week and a half ago, less than that, when the Cyprus news came out that they were going to be selling some 10 tons of gold to pay for that bailout. And that started rattling the markets because then they figured, well, if that happens in Cyprus, and when you look at the Eurozone, countries that are in trouble economically like Portugal, Italy, they have very, very heavy supplies of gold. And so in order to pay for their debt, then the thinking became, okay, they're going to be dumping gold on the market. That's number one. Number two was when Deutsche Bank...
been missing.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Sorry.
When Deutsche Bank and Goldman Sachs put out their forecasts, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and I've been watching this stuff for a lot of years, I began trading gold in 1978. My first buy of gold was $187.50 an ounce.
Wow.
And I went through the first crash in 1980. So, you know, I have some experience in the emotion of the time. And I said right away when that came out, I said, something's amiss over here. All of a sudden, two major banks and a criminal organization came out with these forecasts of gold, downgrading of gold significantly. I said, this is something to watch. It's important. Here's my take on it. They are rigging the bond market in front of our eyes. This is not a conspiracy theory. The fact of the matter is that in Europe and the United States and in Japan, for example, in the United States, they're buying $85 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities and treasuries each month. They're rigging the game. Number two, remember that little five-letter word that nobody knew what it meant, LIBOR? Mm-hmm. They rigged the interest rate game to the tune of hundreds of trillions of dollars. That is not a conspiracy theory. It is a fact. I had never, ever bought gold for fears of inflation. I was not in that camp. I was buying gold for fears of debasing the currencies. Inflation comes about when you debase the currencies, is that you need more money of that currency to buy the product. The price of the product hasn't gone up. The value of the currency has gone down. So a dollar, whatever it costs for a pound of coffee in Zimbabwe, the cost of the pound of coffee didn't change the value of the Zimbabwean dollar. The Zimbabwean dollar, the United States dollar, the euro, the yen, they're all being debased by quantitative easing, ongoing monetary transactions, or call it whatever you want to. So to me, gold prices should only be going up because of continual debasement of the currencies. Now, if you're debasing the currencies in front of everybody's eyes and they're steamrolling into gold, what's going to happen? They're going to call a panic. And they won't be able to keep up their Ponzi scheme by printing this digital money not worth the paper it's not printed on.
So what do you see happening in the near future? Near future, as in today and tomorrow?
Near future, nobody could tell. again, if the other thing to understand with this is that the gold market is so thinly traded, so it could be easily manipulated. And as we're seeing now, as we're speaking, it went up, $40 today. Mm-hmm. So you can't tell. And then there's the wild cards. Look, they just called a bank holiday in Cyprus. That's out of the news now. You couldn't get your money out. You could Google this up. I was on Fox News, Tom Sullivan, Easter Sunday. Gerald Celente, Tom Sullivan, Easter Sunday. And I was on a couple of weeks before that. And I said, with the Cyprus on Easter Sunday, I said if there was ever an instance of why to own gold or silver, Cyprus is the proof. They closed the banks for nearly 2 weeks. You can't get any money out. You think if you had gold or silver, you could buy what you wanted or what you needed? Not only could you do that, you could get a darn good price for everything that you were buying because they were so hungry for cash. So I believe that the total financial system is on the verge of collapse, should have collapsed a long time ago, but they're doing all of these backdoor deals. Like, we didn't know that the Federal Reserve was dumping in an estimated $23 trillion worth of financing to banks around the world. We didn't find that out. Only one time we found out because of Ron Paul when he was in and they forced him to release the information. One time, I believe it was back in 2011. So you don't know what they're doing behind the closed doors to prop this up. But I'm in gold for the long term. I'm not a speculator.
Well, I started seeing something happening when Goldman Sachs a few weeks ago said, get rid of your gold, it's going to go down to $1,200. I mean, and then I saw you on Tom Sullivan. You did an amazing job, and I was absolutely agreeing with you on that. But then you've got the Fox Info babes, the cleavage babes there that are saying, oh, get rid of your gold, get rid of your gold. The flight to safety is gone in gold. So you've got mixed messages coming from Fox Business, which is really just covering their backsides, it seems to me. Your thoughts on that?
Again, I can't speak for anybody else. And again, I've been doing this. You go to our website, TrendsJournal.com, TrendsResearch.com, either one. Look at our forecast sheet, and you'll see it right there in black and white. Mm-hmm. I said the bottom of gold was at $275 an ounce, and I said it was the beginning of the gold bull run. I can't see gold prices. The cost of production right now is $1,200 an ounce. The cost of production of gold is $1,200 an ounce. Now, let's look at the Dow. What is it? It's a little bit over where it was in 2007. Accounting for inflation, it's down. It should be about another 1,000 points higher. And they're bragging that it went up. Look at the price of gold in 2007 to now. Even with the downdraft, it's double the amount. Mm-hmm. So to me, gold is golden. And it's been around since the written word has been,
Yeah.
So it's not going anywhere. And again, why would anybody want to own digital money not worth the paper it's not printed on? Here's the fact of the matter. After all of these trillions of dollars that they pumped into the system since the Panic of 2008 happened, nothing has improved. The only thing that improved is the too big to fails got bigger. The richer, the multi-billionaires got more billions, and you look at the job creation, these are facts, these are real numbers, these are not made up. When the Great Recession hit, the jobs that were lost were mostly middle-income paying jobs. Since that happened, the majority of the jobs are low-wage paying jobs. The median household income is below 1999 levels. To me, there's no greater flight to safety than gold. And for the record, you see the Trends Journal, not 1 inch of advertisement. We don't take money from anybody other than the subscribers. I'm saying what I believe. I get requests and have been getting requests from different gold companies, silver companies, you name them. We will not do business with anybody for commercial purposes. So I'm not hawking or selling anything. This is the way we see it with all the other trends we write about it. So there's no special interest here. I want to make that 100% clear.
And I really appreciate that, and I want to encourage you to go to TrendsJournal. If you have not subscribed to that and you want to know what's going on, I mean, you predicted what was going to happen in the 1980s. You predicted so many of the events that have come along. And, of course, everybody wants to know, how is it that you know this? What makes you different than all the pundits on TV that act like they know what's going on?
I'm a political atheist. I don't believe in this nonsense. People hold on to their political parties like a religious belief. And they keep voting them into. I began my career, Joyce, at a graduate school. I ran campaigns, political campaigns in Westchester County. It's the richest county in the United States. They were grooming me. They sent me up to Albany, and I was the assistant to the secretary of the New York State Senate at 23 years old. I taught and designed one of the first courses at St. John's University in American Politics and Campaign Technology, and I spent several years in D.C. as a government affairs specialist for the chemical industry. So I know what all the sides look like. One of the writers for the TrendsJournal is Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, former Assistant Treasury Secretary under Reagan. We're grown men. We don't follow belief systems put out by politicians. And again, we're not selling anything. So we're looking at the world for what it is and not the way we want it to be. We're not selling agendas.
Hey, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I know you only had 10 minutes for us today. Thank Zeke for getting you on today. He did a wonderful job in supporting you. Thank you so much, Gerald Celente.
Thank you, Joyce.
You have a blessed day.